let's gather round. An adventure is always waiting. This storytelling news for us, and we always know what's happening. We act, we play, we dance, we sing from 9 to 10 on Saturday morning. Youth on the go. Whoa. Let's start the show. Youth on the go. Whoa. Let's start the show. Whoa. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Good morning, good morning, good morning to all of our radio listeners, our viewers via Vaughn Radio's Facebook and YouTube channels. Welcome to another edition of Youth on the Go here on Vaughn Radio. Every Saturday morning, we are here with you. We are here to make sure that you have all of the activities, events, anything that's happening that can affect and positively impact our students, our young people. And this Saturday, of course, is no different. We are here, we're bringing you, as we say on Youth on the Go, not just the sunshine, we're bringing you the entire sun. And so I hope that you feel our love, our warmth. I am Zanella Claxton from the Department of Education, alongside my co-host,
DeAndre Daniel.
All right, and we have a special guest this morning. I think she's a first-time guest for sure, right? Yes, our first-time guest this morning, and I'll allow her to introduce herself.
Good morning, Nevis. My name is Charmaine Howell, and I'm honored to be here at Youth on the Go with Zanella and DeAndre. And I am here on behalf of Queen City Studio this morning just to share a little information about what we do at the studio.
All right, and so, of course, as per usual, I think every week, and before we get into why Charmaine is here and all the information that she has to share, every week we have a fair amount of events and activities happening at the schools. I don't think the schools ever rest because each school has its own thing, but I wanted to, at the top of the show, encourage and remind all parents and guardians and everyone out there listening that this week, at the end of this week, we have World Teachers Day. And so this is a good teacher appreciation week. We would love to make sure that love for you to make sure that your students are being a little extra good and a little extra sweet and making sure that their teachers feel appreciated. I know the PTAs are going above and beyond, and everybody is doing as much as we can, but I wanted to just there's a difference when the students themselves come forward and are able to share their love with their teachers. And so on Thursday or on Friday, there are a few schools that have staff development sessions on Friday, so they won't have regular scheduled classes. But on Thursday for those schools, or on Friday for those schools which are in session, make sure that you show your teacher some love. I know one year, one of my students brought me one of her teddy bears. Now, she didn't go to purchase anything. She brought a beer and I was like, no, I can't take your beer. She's like, yes, because the bear is important to me and you're important to me. And those are the moments that it doesn't matter what it says. My story was just to say, it doesn't matter what you do to show your teacher appreciation. It could be as free as a hug, as free as a homemade card. It doesn't matter. You don't have to spend, but just show your teacher some extra love and appreciation this week. Students and parents, encourage your children to do that because it really helps them to grow and develop and helps them to understand the importance of coming out of independence and talking about patriotism and pride and love for self and country. Also love and appreciation for all of those persons who are around us. And so that was my plug for World Teachers Day, which is October 5th. As I said, you'll hear more about what the Nevis Teachers Union has planned, but make sure that your students do their part outside of the union. The students do their part to show appreciation. All right, so Charmaine, tell us a bit about Queen City Studios. Now, students have education. They're educated in formal setting, and then, of course, we have informal settings. Still structured, but not the school classroom setting. And we, here on Youth on the Go, we promote holistic education. We promote that students can succeed in many different elements, not just academically. And so on that note, what does Queen City Studios have to offer to all of our listeners, to all of our students out there who potentially can take advantage of the activities?
It's funny you should put it that way, from that school perspective, because in my mind, and I think a lot of people don't get what I'm talking about when I say this, but I think of it as a school, particularly for our dance offering. And so we offer various forms of activities. There's a lot of branches at QCS, but our main offering is dance. And we offer dance for children between the ages of 3 all the way up to 17, just depending on what age group you're in and your personal interest. But dance is one of those areas that is a very holistically developmental practice. So in addition to the dance training, I like to think that what we do is we train the whole person using the medium of dance. So there's a lot of discipline that's being taught, teamwork, cooperation, self-confidence, positive thinking, just, practice. There's a lot of repetition that goes on with it. And so I think all of those things are skills that are really important for young people to develop while they're still young and learning. And they have the flexible minds to take in all of the training and really set themselves up with some good habits going through. So we offer dance classes, again, in various for different age groups. And then we also do adult classes. We do an adult ballet class on Tuesday mornings. We have yoga classes on Tuesday and Thursday evenings. And we also have a music program. So we offer violin, drumming, and banjo.
Really?
Yes.
And just because you've piqued my interest in violin, since I've not heard about violin, I failed miserably at the piano. I love my mom. She really gave us opportunities. She tried. I don't know that I made it, but I did. I was enrolled in piano from age 8 to 15.
I'm gonna say it's never too late. I did it as well as a kid, and I've just started back, like really
Yes.
taking lessons and getting into it, and I'm loving it.
Really?
So, yeah.
Maybe it's sometimes it's the right thing, but not the right time. Yes,
Yeah.
maybe I might have been that. But the violin, we have violin instructors on the island?
We do.
Oh,
We
really?
do. Well, violin right now is actually trending
Okay.
because you've seen it in all the pop music. You have Mappy. You have a couple of people around the Caribbean who are taking our soca music and translating it into violin, and it's beautiful. The violin as a string instrument is just one of those very versatile instruments.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yes, we have an instructor who is don't quote me, but I believe she's classically trained and really good. One of our dance instructors actually also does piano and violin,
Nice.
interestingly enough.
Nice.
So we're offering that at the studio as well for anyone who's interested in learning how to play an instrument.
All right. So what we're going to do, because there's so many elements to Queen City Studios, and I think it's important for parents, like I said from the beginning, to know what is available for students. There are some students and many students who are interested in the arts, and so an avenue for that to be further explored. They get exposure in school. They get exposure. We have the music department at the Department of Education, and they offer many activities, especially in the area of vocals. And then we have the Nevis Cultural Development Foundation, and they offer opportunities, whole group opportunities. But there's never anything wrong with supplementary, especially if your students are really interested in the arts. I think that further exploring and giving them more opportunities, there's never any harm in that.
Absolutely.
In fact, parents send their children to extra math classes and science classes and social studies classes. And so remember, the arts are just an area, an element, a part of your students' development. And if that's the area they're interested in, we have to make sure that we give them ample opportunities to do it and to do it well.
For sure.
And so when we come back, we're going to take a few minutes and go through the different activities which are offered by QCS. We're going to look at the dance and the schedules. So the parents might be, I have a free slot at that point, so maybe I can do it. And then we're going to look at, like I said, how all of these can tie in to further strengthen and develop your students. And so we'll be right back in a few minutes.
From Queen City, Nevis, this is the powerhouse of the Eastern Caribbean, Vaughn Radio.
It's time, come on, rise and shine. You know, I know we're gonna have a great time. And now we're past it quickly, you don't wanna miss it. So turn gather round, an adventure is always waiting. There's storytelling news for us, and we always know what's happening. We act, we play, we dance, we sing from 9 to 10 on Saturday morning. Youth on the go. Let's start the show. Youth on the go. Let's start the show. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Go, let's go, let's go. Good morning, good morning, good morning to all of our radio listeners, our viewers via Vaughn Radio's Facebook Live and YouTube channels. Welcome to another edition of Youth on the Go here on Vaughn Radio. I am Zanella Claxton alongside my co-host,
DeAndre
and we have in the studios with us this morning
Charmaine Howell.
Okay, so Charmaine, we've gotten a quick overview of what QCS has to offer and how it's important for parents to further channel their students, especially if they're interested in the arts. Can you give us a quick overview of maybe some of the time slots for the schedules so if parents want to sign up? And then, of course, I know you have an event coming up soon, so you can give us some insight on that as well.
Oh, right. So our dance program runs Tuesdays and Saturdays. So I'm actually zipping out of the studio and running straight to class today. Never a dull moment. But our 8 to 11 age group meets in 2 time slots on Saturday morning. So we have 9:30 to 10:30 and then 10:30 to 11:30. Our older girls from 12 to 17 meet from 11:30 to 1 o'clock. So they have a little bit of a longer session, a little more intensive, a little bit more advanced. We also run conditioning classes on Wednesday afternoons. So it's 2 classes a week for that particular age group to really strengthen and build their ability. And then on Tuesday afternoons at 4 to 5, we take our 5 to 7s. And then on Thursdays at 4 to 5, we do our 3 to 4-year-olds. So we do have a little bit of availability in each of our classes at the moment. So there are deadlines that get published, and I think people hold to those deadlines pretty quickly. But if there's anyone who's interested and the time slots are working, then please feel free to get in touch and see if you would be able to join. All of our information is also on our website. That's www.qcsnevis, so QCS for Queen City Studio, nevis.com, and everything's there, schedules, prices, curriculum, all of the information is up on the website.
All right, awesome. And so you have that and the music programs, we want people who are showing a waiting list for
Sorry,
those who are
so here we go. So then of the music program is we do violin on Monday afternoons at about 5:15 to 6 o'clock. So it's roughly 45 minutes for that. Drumming is Fridays, 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock. We also we do a kids meditation session. So we do meditation and stretching on a Monday afternoon from 4 to 5. That's open to kids from ages 6 to 16. So it's really good for just kind of zenning out a little bit after a hard day at school, just kind of taking some time to reflect on what's been going on. It's good for emotional management, stress management, just, staying grounded and active. And so that's been surprisingly successful.
Really?
But I think the kids who are coming to that are really actually enjoying it. And we have boys, which is always good for me because it tends to, people think of it as a girl thing. And so it's really great to see the boys fitting in and being involved in that as well.
All right.
And then, in addition to the set schedule, we do run events from time to time. So we have our first poetry event coming up on the 12th of October. And that's an open mic poetry event. We will be featuring James Galloway, but there's also a couple other poets who are on our schedule to present their own material, as well as favorite poems. So you know how the open mic format goes. It's like a very casual event. You kind of come, you hang out. QCS being a dance studio, we get very comfortable with the floor. So you sit on the floor, you kind of chill out, you hang out, there's cushions. It's like really just easy vibe. And you present your poetry, you hang out. So that's the event that we're trying to get. I'm trying to open that up to as many young people as possible. So it's from ages 8 and up. And the cost for that is $12 if you're anywhere between 8 and 17. And if you're over 18, then it's $20 for the tickets.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And so, of course, we know we must have some budding young poets out there who are interested, who might not have the confidence yet, or they have the confidence, but they don't have an outlet.
Exactly.
And this is an outlet for
Yes,
them.
and it's a small setting, so it's not a huge stage. It's what I like to call a safe space. It's enclosed, it's private, and so if it's your first time presenting poetry or you want to get some experience, it's a great setting for that, because of course the people who are coming are the people who are interested in that kind of thing. So you have a room full of like minds and a very supportive environment. So I'm encouraging anyone who is interested in poetry, who might be developing an interest in poetry, to come on out, see what we have to offer, and get involved. Like, that's really the key thing. Like, don't be shy about presenting Mary Had a Little Lamb as a poem. Just the opportunity to get out there and speak really makes such a difference.
And in terms of refreshments, do we have anything on sale, or?
We'll have drinks on sale and possibly some light bites, but
Okay.
it's mainly just a sort of drink vibe,
Yes.
music, just a really nice little hangout. And again, suitable for all ages.
Yes.
So it's a G-rated family event.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Yes, sometimes parents get concerned because they start thinking about, well, this is not appropriate for my child. I don't want a space that is, like you said, not safe.
Yes.
And so it's an adult space, and the children miss out on opportunities. And sometimes, as organizers, we organize towards the adult market, and so, of course, then it will be an adult setting.
Exactly. This is, I like to say multi-dimensional, but I think my goal with this is really to attract the youth market. So that's why it's priced, to attract younger people, and the offering is general, so it's all age friendly.
Okay, awesome. And the time frame, how long do you think it's going to go?
It's about 2 hours, so 6 o'clock in the evening until 8 p.m.
Okay.
So also time friendly for younger people as well.
Okay, wonderful. Do you have any other information that you want to share? Anything that you?
There will be a couple other things coming up. Right now we have a few things earmarked for our calendar. The only other event we are pushing at the moment is our Halloween movie night, which is on the 2nd of November. So we're putting out a little haunted house kind of vibe in the studio again, and just showing a movie, again, G-rated, family-friendly movie. So most of what we do is kid-friendly or family-friendly all around.
All right, which is also very important
Yes,
as well.
yes.
All right. So maybe I can give you a few moments to give me maybe about 2-3 minutes. Any wrap up? If we have any questions, DeAndre, if you have any questions, are you interested in the open mic? DeAndre used to, I don't know if he's outgrown. He used to be very much into public speaking and drama.
Right.
And he even traveled for a drama festival about 2 years ago. Of course, I'm giving his history. He should be giving it himself.
He's being very quiet
but
about this.
He was a talented youth contestant about how many? 2 years ago?
2 years ago,
2 years ago. And so he has been into drama and events, so in the arts, definitely into the arts. Very dramatic, naturally. So you have any questions about the open mic or anything else that Ms. Charmaine talked about?
Where is the Queen City studio?
An excellent question, and a difficult question to answer. We're in Charlestown on Main Street, at the bottom of Government Road. So we're in the Heritage Plaza building. It's a blue building, just upstairs Nagico. And the reference that everyone gets is Dee Dee's hair braiding. So we're right above Dee Dee's hair braiding in town. See, now you know where it is.
So it's in close proximity for those who are listening to the police station. Wilma's Diner, they're on the opposite side.
Chinese restaurant.
The Chinese
Yeah.
restaurant. Chevrel's is somewhere in the building.
That's right, yeah.
So, but it's on the end closest to the Chinese restaurant, I
That's
think.
correct,
And
yeah.
so upstairs Dee Dee's, like you said. But for those who don't know where that is, of course, the police station, Wilma's Diner, and the Chinese are all good marks to give
Good
you a
landmarks,
general
Oh,
sense.
where you get
we are.
where you could also get your uniforms. Remember that
Downstairs.
same area?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
So we see
So
we're
all
giving
in that
all the
building,
landmarks.
all the landmarks.
And so everybody knows what
The
you have to do.
OMG ice cream shop is
Yes.
there, Nikki's beauty room,
Yes.
all of that
That
is
is
all
the
in that
complex.
same area. And
Yes.
we're signposted, so
Okay.
there's a good bit of signage to point you to where the studio is.
Okay, so once you get to Dee Dee's or you get to any of those
Those other landmarks.
yes, the other landmarks that we
Just
gave,
look
you
up.
should be able. Yeah,
Just look up.
Basically,
There
just
you
look
go.
up. Good. Just look up. Okay.
I played violin once.
Oh, really?
Ah.
How was
That's
it?
something I never told anyone.
Well, go ahead. Tell us.
Yeah.
Tell us. Tell us.
It was about when I was 10, 11. I played it when I was in New York. I was in New York at the time.
Okay.
And then they were having this concert thing, and they said, "Oh, if anyone want to come try it, the violin, you can try it out." Me sitting out there like, Mom, can I go up there?" She's like, "You just sit." I'm like, "I'm going up there." So I went up there, and the person like, "Oh, hear the violin." So I'm like, you know the violin has this.
Yes, yes.
That's all. That's all I could do. Yeah, so that's the first time I played a violin.
Now you have time to learn some more.
Exactly. That was a good introduction, and now you can do more than just that one note. I'm sure you can play an orchestra when you're done.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, awesome. So, Charmaine, we want to thank you once again for parents ages 3 to 16.
3 to 17.
17,
Yep, all the
sorry.
way up.
3 to 17. So basically, if you have students, males, you mentioned males. Boys are allowed,
more
not
than
allowed,
welcome.
not
Boys,
welcome.
bring the boys. We have a room full of girls, and that's fantastic. Love them, but there's always room for boys as well. So, and I know there's a little stigma when it comes to dancing and boys, and because we do things like ballet, there's questions. I don't want my son in ballet. I don't want my boy in tights. He doesn't have to wear tights. Shorts are fine, but boy, it's the same developmental experience for boys as well as for girls. And at the end of the day, we want our boys dancing with girls. So if your boy is interested, it's always worth a try, if nothing else.
Yes, and the genres. For those, we didn't touch on that one. I know
didn't.
we only have about a minute left. What genres do you offer,
So-
and in what cycle, or how do you go about it?
We are technically a fusion school as well, but we offer ballet as foundation because it is the basis of all dance. So ballet, we do folk dance is pretty important to me, and I think one of the key things about QCS is our nivisionness, and that's something that I'm very big on promoting and reinforcing and highlighting. So folk dance, masquerade, clown dance, cakewalk, all of that finds its way into our curriculum. We do Afro-Carib, modern, and jazz for the most part.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have one more question.
Sure.
So, if I come there and I want to say, like, I play the violin, I could play the violin.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And their
So,
costs.
is the deadline already gone?
The deadline has passed, but the space is available. So it's, if anyone's interested, I would say still it's always worth inquiring, and it's always good to know what people are interested in. So even if we can't accommodate you right now, just to know that someone's interested in being
Waiting
part of
list.
it helps us to plan and to schedule for the future.
Yeah, creating
Yeah.
somewhat of a waiting list too.
Yes, absolutely.
And for example, ballet, is that a set ballet day or is it fusion throughout?
It's kind of fusion throughout, so
Okay.
we're incorporating that into
All
most of
throughout.
our classes. Yeah, so you're learning it. I think it's a little bit more palatable for the kids when you're learning it that way, as opposed to
Strict.
pure ballet, which is a little slower, a little
Yes,
quieter. So we
yes.
kind of keep it fun and interesting. It's
Okay.
always fun.
All right. Well, I think that Charmaine, we want to thank you for stopping by this morning.
Thank you so
and,
much for
and
having
we look forward. We're inviting everybody out to the event on October 12th. There's never anything wrong with getting your children involved. An open mic is a good opportunity because they get the chance to come up on their own. I know somebody like DeAndre would try. Just because it means to get up and do it. And so that's what we want all of our children to almost be fearless. That you
Absolutely.
can get up
Yes,
and
yes.
try something, even if you're not comfortable with it, try it. and
That's the
see.
best time to try. When you're not comfortable, but you push through that zone of feeling a little bit weird, because that's when it means the most, when you're successful with it. So absolutely encouraging everyone to come out and give it a shot.
All right. Thank you so much, Charmaine.
Thank
and we
you.
look forward to having you back again sometime so that we can hear about, some of the activities that you're doing and updates accordingly. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank you.
When VON vibrates, the whole Caribbean must shake.
860 AM, the powerhouse.
It's time, come on, rise and shine. You know, I know we're gonna have a great time. And now we're past this quickly, you don't wanna miss it. So turn up the radio, it's Youth on the Go. Youth on the Go. Oh, let's start the show. Oh, Youth on the Go. Oh, let's start the show. Let's go, let's go, let's This storytelling news for us, and we always know what's happening. We act, we play, we dance, we sing from 9 to 10 on Saturday morning. Youth on the go. Whoa. Let's start the show. Youth on the go. Whoa. Let's start the show. Whoa. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Good morning, good morning, good morning to all of our radio listeners, our viewers via Vaughn Radio's Facebook Live and YouTube channels, and welcome to another edition of Youth on the Go here on Vaughn Radio. And of course, every Saturday we are here with you. We have so many things to share with you. We just heard from someone who had an opportunity and some activities to share with us. Thank you for tuning in. And as I said, welcome to another edition. I am Zanella Claxton from the Department of Education, alongside my co-host
DeAndre Daniel.
And DeAndre, we know that I know that this piqued your interest. This previous segment would have piqued your interest, and we'll talk a bit more about exactly how much it piqued your interest. But we'll have to go over to Melissa, because it is the bottom of the hour. And so over to Melissa. And Melissa, we have something very important to do that we cannot forget.
We always have something important to do
That's true.
every Saturday.
That's
So
true.
we say good morning and happy Saturday to Lee Paris Cambridge over there in England. Good morning, Lee. How are you? Haven't heard from you for the week, I think. So hope you're doing well. We're praying for you. We continue to pray for you. And of course, hi and hello from Studio B, Zanella and DeAndre. And of course, on the outside, the extended family, Auntie Vanny, and all the other folks that are praying for you and encouraging you and keeping you in their thoughts and prayers. So, good morning. Happy Saturday to Lee, the family, the kids, the parents, the sister right here in Nevis. Everybody. Happy Saturday.
Everybody. All right. Thank you so much, Melissa. And of course, to Auntie Vanny, I want to say a special good morning to you as well. At this hour in the morning, I always want to make sure that we say hi to Auntie Vanny, because we know that she is an ardent supporter of Vaughn Radio, but most of all of the Youth on the Go program. And she has been a significant contributor to our activities. We also want to say good morning to Mr. Stedman Clark of Clark's One Stop, who has made contributions as well towards our prizes, our giveaways, and we try to do a few of those at least every Saturday, so that we can have our students getting engaged, knowing what's going on, and of course winning prizes. Who doesn't like to win prizes? I think just about everybody likes to win a prize. So DeAndre, we had a very interesting discussion with Miss Howell, and she was able to tell us a bit about what is being offered at Queen City Studios, and of course opening doors for students who are interested in that particular type of activity, the arts and the opportunities there. Anything stood out for you that you want to
The violin.
The violin,
Yeah.
yes, because you're ready to play.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you know, just like everything else, it will take hard work, it will take dedication, and that's something that you would have to commit to. And so parents, when your students are signing up for any activity, you want to make sure that they understand that they're in it for the long haul. They don't get to
Sit
decide
down and
today,
say,
I don't feel like it today. And children often say that, you know, they go in all hyped and ready and energized, and then when it gets a little bit difficult, oh, I don't feel like it today. They do it for school, they do it for external activities, and so we want for you to encourage them in signing up for something, to understand that they have to fight through even the times when it gets frustrating, so that they can become better. And so if you need more information about Queen City Studios, remember that registration is still open. There are still some slots, as Ms. Charmaine would have said. And so you go to www.qcsnevis.com, and you should be able to find more information about Queen City Studios. She also, DeAndre, left placement for one free admission to the open mic night. And so if we can get one of our children to call in, and you can get a free admission to the open mic. if you answer the question related to what Mrs. Charmaine would have talked about this morning. And the question is, what genres of dance are offered at Queen City Studios? What genres of dance are offered at Queen City Studios? She went through a long list of dance activities that are offered at Queen City Studios and exactly what genres are being offered there. That's what we want to know. The numbers to call are 469-1616, 469-1700. DeAndre, do you think you can probably make it and say a quick poem? You know you can make up your own poem.
Yeah.
And do you know that you can, as she was saying, even if you want to give a variation of Mary Had a Little Lamb, that could be a poem. There's nothing wrong with that. The whatever you need to do to present, that is what that will be allowed. So there's no restriction, right? There's no restriction. You can go with a poem that you've done in class, something that, said the shark to the flying fish over the phone. Will you join me tonight? I'm dining alone. And it doesn't matter. And we've had several students who have done elocution contests, poetry contests. So I think that's a good opportunity, a good chance for you to join in, and a chance for you to get that public speaking exposure that they're trying to get at QCS. So question again, what genres of dance are offered at Queen City Studios? And the winner of that question would receive a ticket to the open mic night, free admission to the open mic night. If I were to give a hint, I won't give a hint yet. 469-1616. 469-1700. If I realize that we're struggling or we're having a hard time, then I'll give a hint.
Do you know over the weekend that we had a math project to do, right? And then so I had to go to someone's house. One of the genres that she said, right? That's the name of one of his dogs. He names his dogs off of the type of music. And one of the dogs' names is one of the genres.
Really?
Yeah.
But we're not going to say the dog's name.
No.
Right?
I'm just going to say the others. And then they're like Soka.
Okay.
Like,
Ooh, really?
Yeah, he named one Soka. And then I think there's one named Soka. Like, these dogs are like big. I'm telling you, not those like little dogs. You ever seen those like big dogs? Like if they stand up on their 2 feet, they're like as tall as you. Those dogs. And so they're
that one's name is what? Or all of them are that type of dog?
No,
they're all big dogs.
No, there's the 3 big ones and then there's small one. Like all of them are named after songs, and the small one's it's just like a random name, Bailey.
Really?
Yeah. So there's Bailey, Soca, Reggae, and the next one that's on the paper.
Oh, nice. Never heard of that. But people do interesting things, and of course you always go according to your interest. So what exactly are the genres of dance being offered at Queen City Studios? 469-1616, 469-1700.
And he told me that he has big dogs, but when you hear big dogs, you don't think it as much in your head. So he has an upstairs and downstairs house, and when these dogs came running down, I'm like, they're that big. I'm telling you, if they stand up, they'll like pass you straight. They'll pass you.
They're taller than I am?
Yes, they're big.
Oh, wow.
They're big. Like how tall they are, they would like reach about here, your belly or your waist. That's how tall they are, but they're big. Because he was like, "Oh, DeAndre, have some big dogs." I'm like, "Oh yeah, no problem."
Big for you is probably one of those that we have somewhere around, one of the bigger regular dogs.
Yeah, but he said big now. I'm like, "Oh, you mean those like big dogs?" I was like, "Okay, I'm just gonna sit here. I'm play calm because if that dog bite me, I'm done."
I'm done.
Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah.
That's
if he even jumps on you too much,
yes,
he knocks
I'm
you
done.
over.
Yeah.
That kind of big.
Yeah. It's like if you stand there, you know, when the dogs come rub up on you. If he leans on you, you'll be falling. Like how heavy and big they are. I'm telling you.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. But and you know I love dogs, but I love the
dogs, too.
little ones.
The little puppy,
Yes.
fluffy ones, like those chihuahuas.
Yes, I like the little
Yeah.
ones.
And also during my week, me and my mom had a son and mother night at Marshall's.
Had a mother and son.
Yeah, we did that about like last month. We do it about like every month. So yeah, we had a mother and son night, and I would like to say good morning to Marshall's and his staff, and a special good morning to my good friend Nikita. Nikita, yeah, that's her name.
Yes, so you have a good friend from
Yeah.
your one mother and son night at
Yeah,
Marshall's.
because she was the person who was coming around with the food, and you know,
Waitress.
yeah, you know me talking to everyone. I was like, hi, but like you know, she's like a nice person. You could see the niceness, and like if you're nice and you're the nice person, you would see a niceness in someone else.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I saw the niceness in her.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, well, I want to say good morning to Nikita too.
Nikita,
because-
like,
Nikita.
yeah,
Nikita. I
yeah.
did not get it wrong.
Yeah.
Did you know that DeAndre told me that he prefers St. Kitts?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
heard
I
the-
do.
I heard the sad
I
news.
do.
So we're not even gonna entertain DeAndre because it's a phase. It's a phase. It's like waiting for the voice to change. It's all a part of the phase. So we're not going to worry too much
my.
about that.
I'm worried.
You're
Okay,
worried.
I
I'm
am worried.
I'm not worried. I am not worried.
Because like when I been up here, it's like, oh, I don't want to go to St. Kitts, and now I'm in St. Kitts. It's like, oh my gosh, I want to stay down there. It's so fun. I have things to do. Cause like you know when you move from like somewhere else to go somewhere else, it's fun. But like if you spend there too long, you want to come back home.
Yeah.
but
so right
that's
now
not
it's
me.
In the fun stage.
Yeah.
I think no, he's still in the fun stage. Isn't he?
Yeah, I'm like, you remember I told you I carried all my clothes down there. So like, my mom said, DeAndre, you have to put on clothes. I'm like, oh no, I left all my clothes down there. She said, why did you leave all your clothes down there? Because I didn't want to come up on the weekend.
Oh my
I just want to stay straight. And she said, okay, so how are you going to go to Bummy? I'm like, oh yeah,
Yeah,
I
you
forgot about
that
that.
part.
Yeah,
You forgot that part.
yeah.
All right. Melissa, I don't know what's going on, DeAndre. I don't know if maybe you could tell them the next name of the next dog, and that will give one clue.
The next name of the next
Yeah,
dog?
that's one of the genres that's
Okay.
offered at the studio.
So there is reggae, there is soca, there is Bailey, and there's jazz.
Jazz.
Yeah.
So jazz is one of the genres offered at Queen City Studios. So we have to just get the rest. 469-1616, 469-1700.
Can I give them a hint? Just one
Want to give
hint?
them another hint?
Yeah.
They got a whole hint. They got a whole name.
That wasn't really a hint, that was just an answer.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay. Well, another hint is another genre you could do like an action. It's like an action.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Action.
it's an action. Like when they put on these long.
Yeah, that's a lot
that's
of-
too much. Yeah,
that's
too much. Okay,
yeah.
too much. Yeah.
So we are going to give you a few minutes to think about it. Once again, DeAndre would have given us now two of the genres potentially. So 469-1616, 469-1700, and we should be able to, the winner of the question, the person who gives us the answer, will get a free ticket to the Queen City Studios open mic night on October 12th. You can go and have fun, listen to poetry and other young people, and kind of have in a relaxed atmosphere. And all we need to know from you are what are the different genres offered at the Queen City Studios. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we're also going to have a few questions for our listeners to call in, even if they don't get this one. All right, we'll be right back.
Sugar City St. Kitts. Keep it sweet. Keep listening to Vaughn.
It's time, come on, rise and shine. You know, I know we're gonna have a great time. And now we're past it quickly, you don't wanna miss it. So turn up the radio, it's Youth on the Go. Youth on the Go. Oh, let's start the show. Oh, Youth on the Go. Oh, us, let's gather around. An adventure is always waiting. This storytelling is for us, and we always know what's happening. We act, we play, we dance, we sing from 9 to 10 on Saturday morning. Youth on the go. Let's start the show. Youth on the go. Let's start the show. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Good morning, good morning, good morning to all of our radio listeners, our viewers via Vaughn Radio's Facebook Live and YouTube channels. Welcome to another edition of Youth on the Go here on Vaughn Radio. I am Zanella Claxton from the Department of Education alongside my co-host.
DeAndre Daniel.
And DeAndre, I'm realizing that we have some people who are struggling a little bit with the QCS question. That's okay. But you also wanted to give a quick update of what your week looked like, and so I'm going to let you do that. And then we're going to ask a few math questions.
Okay, so from the school week, from the first day of school, we had about some new students and last term we had about a lot more boys than girls, and now this term some of the boys left, so it's now a lot of girls than boys. So I had about 8 tests during the week, and they moved the passing grade from 60 to 70 because it was 60 last term, so they moved it from 60 to 70. And then Mom said, okay, DeAndre, we'll do a deal. If you pass all of your tests, we get to go to the movies. So every day I get home, I study for the tests. Because you know me, I'm not the type of study person. But when I hear something I could work for to get there, I studied for my tests. Even the little chance I get because they have one break, so I would just sit in the classroom, eat my snack, and just looking over my work because we got textbooks. So the teacher said that everything that we're doing for the test is in the textbook, but you don't know which question. That's the thing. So I could be reading the question and the answer, but I don't know which that. Yes. So we got the tests, and I got 85, Woo-hoo. 86, 87, 88, 89, and 90.
What?
Yeah.
So technically, you are a student who works on extrinsic motivation. That means somebody has to give you.
Not has to, but
it helps
to make my parents proud.
Not just to make your parents proud. It helps when they give you something to work towards.
Yeah.
And so the takeaway for me from that is for parents to understand that some children will be able to do it by themselves from the beginning, and some children need sometimes, not every week, but sometimes a little goal, something to work towards. It's always good when you know what you're working towards.
Yeah, you have something.
A short-term goal is always easier. So for this week, if you do well on all of those for this week, we can do a short, an extra half hour watching TV or going out, or depending on what
going for dinner.
It depends on what the time is. That doesn't mean you're trying to bribe the children or you're trying to no. It helps to just help them to set. You're helping them to learn short-term goal setting and rewards and incentives too. You reward them for the good behavior, because I know when they do things that are not right, you punish them.
Yeah.
And so when they do something that is good, that is commendable, then we should always also reward them. DeAndre, I don't know. Nobody's getting the QCS question, but I do have a math question. So maybe we could throw that in and see if we get anyone to respond to that one, and we'll gauge. At the end of the show, we'll give the answer for the QCS question if nobody got the answer. Okay, so a loaf of bread costs $1.50. And a jar of peanut butter costs $4. Janice has $10. She wants to buy 3 loaves of bread and 1 jar of peanut butter. How much money will she have left? Once again, a loaf of bread costs $1.50 and a jar of peanut butter costs $4. Janice has $10. She wants to buy 3 loaves of bread and 1 jar of peanut butter. How much money will Janice have left? Numbers to call, 469-1616, 469-1700. And of course, Janice, the math problems, I know our students always have an exciting time with our math problems, and I love to throw those in. But a loaf of bread costs $1.50, and a jar of peanut butter costs $4. Janice has $10, and she wants to buy 3 loaves of bread and 1 jar of peanut butter. How much money did Janice have left? So that's the question for our regular quiz here on the air. That's the question for our regular quiz. And of course, we had another question on the table as well for Queen City Studio. But I'm going to allow our students enough time to work out this very, very easy math problem. Very easy math problem. Once again, 469-1616, 469-1700. Let's try it. Let's go through the question again. So, a loaf of bread costs $1.50. A jar of peanut butter costs $4. Janice has $10 and she wants to buy 3 loaves of bread and 1 jar of peanut butter. How much money will Janice have left?
So, what's for $4?
The jar of peanut butter is for $4.
And the loaf of bread is for $1.50. So she bought 3 loaves of bread and 1 peanut butter. Okay. And she had $10, so we're gonna see how many money she spent. Okay.
No, we want to know how much she has left. So, yeah, that's the trick. We have a caller on the line. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing today?
Good.
Wonderful. Do you have an answer for us?
$1.50.
Who's this? Congratulations, you did a great job. What's your name?
Khalidre.
Khalidre.
Ferguson.
What's your last name?
Ferguson.
Ferguson. Khalidre, what grade are you in?
Grade 2.
Okay. What school do you attend?
Marcos Preparatory School.
Ooh. And what's your teacher's name?
Teacher Bifa.
Okay, wonderful. Are you enjoying your new school year?
Yes.
Good. All right. Well, that was a big answer from a little Khalidre Ferguson of grade 2 at Marcos Prep. Congratulations. Can you get over to the studios of On Radio before or by 10 o'clock or so?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. I look forward to meeting you.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
All right.
Yeah, I got $1.50.
You got $1.50.
Yeah.
So what did you do to get $1.50, DeAndre?
I did it the long way just to make sure. So I got the $4 and then I wrote down the $1.53 times, and then I add that up. I got $8.50, and then I got $10 and take away the $8.50 and got $1.50.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. So listen to this one. The average temperature in Nevis in July is 85 degrees. Last Wednesday, it was 90 degrees. Today, it was 15 degrees cooler than last Wednesday. What is the temperature? What is today's temperature? Once again, the average temperature in Nevis in July is 85 degrees. Last Wednesday, it was 90 degrees. Today, it was 15 degrees cooler than last Wednesday. What is today's temperature? Numbers to call 469-1616, 469-1700. We have a caller. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
Good.
Wonderful. Have you called before?
No.
Okay, wonderful. What's your name? Oh, sorry. Give me your answer
Name.
first. Give me your answer first. What's your answer?
Today's temperature is 75 degrees.
Wonderful. Good job. What's your name?
Naima Lapsi.
Naima Lapsi. Congratulations, Naima.
Thank you.
How's grade 4 going for you? Is it grade 4?
Yes,
Yes.
I'm in grade 4.
Yes. How is grade 4 going for you?
Good.
Good, good. What's your teacher's name?
Miss Adane.
Miss O'Dane. Well, you want to say good morning to Miss O'Dane? Remember, World Teachers Day is coming up soon. You want to say good morning to her?
Good morning, Miss Adane.
All right. Okay, well, Naima, you have a wonderful day, okay?
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Can we take one more question, DeAndre? Do we have enough time?
That wasn't too hard.
No, that was a pretty good one.
Yeah. All you're doing is take away. Take away the 90 by 50.
Okay, this one is for one of our younger students, right? So expecting a caller between maybe kindergarten and grade 3, maybe grades 1 to 3. Joanna has 3 more books in her backpack than Sophie. If Sophie has 7 books, how many books does Joanna have? Joanna has 3 more books in her backpack than Sophie. If Sophie has 7 books, how many books does Joanna have?
Hello.
Hello, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing today?
Good.
Wonderful. Do you have an answer for us?
Yes.
What is the answer?
I want 10.
10? All right. What's your name?
Teja David.
Tejon David. All right. How's kindergarten going, Tejon?
Good.
Okay, wonderful. All right. Have a great week, okay?
Okay.
All right. Okay, so I think we are there in terms of time, DeAndre. We had 3 quick questions, 3 math quick questions. I think students love the math questions. And we want to say congratulations to Tejon, Khalidre, and Naima for calling in this morning and for, of course, winning their prizes. Also, we had the Queen City Studios question. Might have been a little bit tough, DeAndre. We gave 2 whole clues, and we didn't get anybody to get the answer correct. So I think I should go through the answers. The genres available at QCS are ballet, folk, Afro-Carib, modern, and jazz. So DeAndre gave us jazz, and then he tried to give us ballet as the hint. So it's ballet, folk, Afro-Carib, modern, dance, and jazz. We also want to once again extend Happy World Teachers Day to all teachers. Next Saturday is actually World Teachers Day, and so we will do something that focuses on our teachers during the show next Saturday. Give you an opportunity to call in and greet your teacher and wish them World Teachers Day. So start getting your little items together that you can share with us for your teachers. But remember to love on your teachers and show them some extra appreciation during the course of this week. Have a wonderful week.
Bye.